Hi, Davi here, and today we have a new episode in the art review series, and today we'll be checking out the work of TB Choi. It's been a while since I've mentioned TB Choi plenty of times as like a reference, but I think it's our first time actually checking out her work. So she's kind of like a big time, I think, oh wow, close to 500,000 followers on the Instagram. So I mostly know her via her, I think she mostly teaches, so that's kind of her thing, and she mainly focuses on like, so she was, or she's going to Lightbox. She mainly focuses on character design. I mean, look at this, it's kind of fun, and a lot of her work or her characters are definitely being expressive. They just seem alive and vibrant. You know, right now this kind of style reminds me of an artist named Ramon Nunez, right? It's a kind of approach where it's sketchy, but it tells a story. Like the narrative is not ambiguous, or there's a story behind the sketches anyway. That's my main point. This one's kind of hot. And I also like how they do their, I mean, yeah, they're figures, but it's the drawing approach. Like, they don't have a lot. Like, they know how to simplify the figure fairly well. I mean, even with these characters here, I think I know this one. She's Juri from Street Fighter. I'm not sure who. Well, this one is from a game. I forgot. Oh my god! But I've seen her in a lot of like, not safe for work stuff. This one and this chick. Well, this one with the foxtail, familiar. I think for this one with the beanie, I think it's supposed to represent TB Choi herself, because I often see this character in her work. But the point is, if you look at the line work, it's not even like a special textured like pen or ink brush. It's just a basic round brush, I think, or something like that. It's not really that interesting or that unique. Same thing for the coloring style. It's like a basic flats or base colors. Or base colors, and then a shadow layer, right? And that's it. Or it's either they're adding in the shadow or they're adding in the light. Basically, it's mostly two values for the specific piece. But look at how it's not that complex, right? Like the approach, but the figures themselves, they look so dynamic. I mean, look at the butt. Look at the nice feet. They just know how to simplify the figures, the human figure, which I do find kind of cool. Yeah, this character over here with they often put, or she often puts them in like military uniform. It could be like an original concept or project of hers, but yeah, definitely a lot to teach, especially when it comes to anatomy, human anatomy. I think I've seen some of her streams from YouTube. Maybe she does stream on Twitch, I'm not sure, but right? Look at the way it's not cluttered. The line work, it's very like efficient. I do see a lot of like straighter lines in their work. And I can see a bit of like noise texture added in the end as well. Pretty cool. Morning. Kawaii. Pretty cool. Yeah, she's kind of cute. And yeah, she can do some painting as well. Could be like a portrait or something, a self-portrait. I think it looks like her a little bit. Maybe it is her. Oh, look at them feet. Zoom in here. Look at them. I think I did see this on YouTube quickly. But the thing is, sometimes she'll like delist it or unpost it or make it private. Because sometimes I'll see a video like one day, and then the next month I try to revisit that, and it's like gone. So look at them feet. Ooh. Right? I think it's I apologize for calling you when you're likely busy getting settled. Some gifts arrived from Korea. Gifts? Yeah, it's like a military based project. Oh, they're like a couple. So she's kind of like a boyish girl, like a tomboy. Like a Tomb Raider kind of chick. Kind of masculine in terms of like behaviors. Look at them nice feet. Yeah, do you see how the figures, they just seem really structured, really solid. I wouldn't say it's super gestural. Like it has a strong anatomical base. Like it looks real, like solid and just structured. It looks like it can stand um on its own, right? But at the same time, it's not so rigid that it doesn't look dynamic, and that's what I like about their work. There's a lot of structure in their work, but it's not boring to look at. And I'm guessing maybe it's because they play around a lot. I guess that this is her. Yeah, she kind of looks like the one we saw earlier, the portrait. Well, let me see this. Two-tone. I mean, look at that. Do you see how basic it is? Like, it's not, well, I mean, it's simple in a way, but you can make it so complex by simply adding detail. I mean, look at like they're able to capture the nuances of like the muscles and the skin. I've seen them do a couple of studies of this guy. I remember seeing it on ArtStation, but hard edges, soft edges, okay. Like a muscly guy, and the anatomy was just so good. But even then, even if it was rendered to this level, they still knew how to simplify it in a way. And like the drawing itself here is kind of simplified, but it's proportionally correct. And then they can add a bit of that realism into their work. So even if their base is like stylized, they can make it realistic. Some comics here. Some chibis, some hand studies. I mean, the dedication. I mean, they even number it. It's like, oh, 100 hands. I mean, eventually, if you keep drawing this way, or if you keep practicing, and you do enough of these like sketches, you're gonna like it's like there's no doubt. Like it's inevitable that you will get that good. Yeah, like these sorts of, I'm guessing it's supposed to represent like her life a bit, my guess. Is that noodles? I'm guessing that's nongshim with some egg. Is that like green onion? You know what? I think I remember on her channel once, she cooked nongshim. It's like, for those of you who don't know, I do recommend this brand of ramen. It's, I think, just search for NONGSHIM, nongshim noodles. I prefer the black and red sort of packaging. I think it's the original one, but it's spicy. Not everyone likes spicy. Perhaps this one is kimchi, who knows? But yeah, you can cook it on its own, but I do recommend adding a bit of egg. Just one egg. Usually I like adding two, just because it feels better that way. And I even want to buy one of those like pre-packaged like what do you call it, like toppings where you have like shrimp. I want to buy and try some of that to add a bit of like meat. The egg is good, but adding some meat, some shrimps, some dried shrimps would taste so freaking good. Anyway, right? You can also do these types of like narrative art. It's like a webtoon or comics. And I think it's challenging when you do these types of pages because you have to draw so many figures in so many different poses. And they're not all in the same like area. What I mean is, if we're so used to drawing people like this, the moment you have to draw a smaller person sort of in this view, like let's say these guys in the back, sometimes you'll forget how to draw. And I think people who do like, manga, comics, these types of like sequential art, they know how to draw people in all sorts of like perspectives and sizes, which is so freaking impressive. You know, webtoons as well, stuff like that. Pretty cool. Is that KFC? Based on the packaging, yeah, I think it's KFC. I actually like the gravy of KFC. KFC, Jollibee, and Church's Chicken. By the way, the tenders of Church's Chicken, I think it's way better. In my opinion, it's way better than Chick-fil-A's tenders. Although I still like the tenders of Chick-fil-A. But the nuggets of Chick-fil-A, the small sort of ball square type nuggets, I think it's unbeaten. Like it is its own category. Like there is no comparing it to like McNuggets or something. And honestly, like Hardee's, I think it's called Hardee's in some places. Or here, I think it's called Carl's Jr. The Star Nuggets, I like those. So tasty. Wendy's nuggets are okay. Oh shit! Why am I so hungry? Uh, well, yeah, oh yeah. The art here has some food, so maybe that's why I'm hungry. By the way, I've been subscribed to a couple of people on TikTok. Like all they do is just eat food, and that's how they make content. I'm so fucking jealous. They make money to eat, and because of that money, they can pay for everything else, but they can pay for the food as well. It's like the perfect niche, honestly. But do you see how the drawing style is super cool? The brushwork is kept simple. I do see a bit of a jittery edge, but it's not a very textured brush, right? And again, if you look at the line sketch, it's not totally clean, but it's proportionate. It's where it's supposed to be. There is maybe a slight bit of texture there. And notice how sometimes it's not one line. In some areas, there's like a double line. So it does have that sketchy look. But again, as much as there are some extra lines, it's not cluttered. It doesn't have a cluttered look. And the way they can like make these expressions in the face, you can tell she has food in her like cheek. Kind of like a chipmunk, right? And it just feels like you can tell it's only one panel, but it's very relatable, which I do like. Okay, a bit of a love story here. Oh, kawaii. But I think that to be complicated, like in again, the simple kind of look. But it's not. It's actually hard to do because there's a lot of structure that happens beneath this. Just check her channel or her Twitch. I think she has maybe check her videos. Like she has a way of breaking down figures, which it's hard to see. Obviously, when you have something like this, but once you see it, you can tell she's quite analytical with the way she does her characters. Anyway, for these types of relationships, let's say in the military, I think it would be hard, right? I don't know. Like realistically, well, it probably does happen, but it's just hard. Oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry. If something glitched, my bad. Because I'm hearing something in my audio. Oh, she's dancing with a tiger. Oh wow, pretty cool. Even the tiger looks super dynamic. I mean, look at it, the pose is like one thing, right? It's like just one straight line. But the back and like straight curve line. Do you see how it like goes back and forth? Like it adds to the dynamicness. Kind of like this character, the same girl. It's like the classic. How do you say it in figure drawing? Contrapposto, something like that. Let me just show you how it's done. It's kind of the idea here is, let me bring out my stylus. It goes like this, like this. Oh sorry, like this, like this. Like there's always like a back and forth kind of thing. You will see this concept in George Bridgman's books. So it does make her, even though again this person is just standing, this tiger is almost like in a straight line, but that back and forth alternating sort of dynamic, it makes it, well, dynamic. Again, look at the brushwork, hard round brush for the most part, not that complex, but it's interesting. It's probably hard to do for someone like me, but once you get the hang of it, I'm assuming it's like child's play at this point. And when you look at her work, it looks effortless, which I do like, and I kind of want to mimic it, but it's hard to mimic because you do need the experience. So we have some tiger cubs here crying. Oh, she's probably giving special attention to the white one. Racist. Yeah, so I guess people of orange descent are not enough. Anyway, I'm guessing it's because her hair is like white as well, but then again her skin tone is closer to like tiger, to these tigers, so racist. Anyway, I'm kidding. Oh, she looks kind of authoritative. I will stay with rainbow. I mean, kind of hot. She kind of reminds me of the boss of who's that sort of rebellious group from, you know, the Batman Joker universe. Forgot the team. It involves, I think it does involve Harley Quinn. The guy who can shoot. It's like a sharpshooter. Oh my god! And the shark guy even. They had a boss. It's like a black woman, usually with short hair. Forgot her name. I think she's the boss basically, and she has like a trigger. So if one of them like goes berserk or doesn't follow orders, they get blown up. But even do you see how it looks? Even the anatomy of the face, it's sort of semi-realistic. It's not like anime, which is interesting. It does limit your well, the thing is, it doesn't really limit TV Choi. Like, it can go from like a strong, stable face like this to a stable face like this to something more expressive. Because with like an anime style, you can break so many rules, or you can exaggerate things. Oh wow, a lot. But here, it's with a semi-realistic style. It's kind of challenging because it has to be anatomically a lot more. I mean, look at that. Do you see the double lines here? Like, it's not just one line. It has a very sketchy vibe, which I do like. Oh, she's hot. Like, she looks solid. Meow. This is her without her like top. And oh, look at those abs. Do you see those hands? It's so like anatomically correct, or just right. You know, like you don't doubt it, you don't question it. But notice how again you see a lot of straighter lines. It's not very like gestural or curvy. I think she relies a little more on structure in her work, and that's why her work tends to look more like solid. Look at that. Oh, look at her, kind of beefy there. Oh, abs. So you can see a bit of that butt behind the leg here. I'm like, oh, ooh, I think oh, am I? Interesting, right? Again, double lines for the nose. Same thing for the clavicles here, even like this necklace thing. Very efficient. I think she has a couple of courses somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I'm not sure if she does like officially teach in like some kind of university or art school. Is that her? Oh, she likes wearing. Are those cargo pants? Because they look very similar to the pants. The pants she likes to draw, kind of like this. Oh, we have a strong, built, well-fed woman. It's pretty cool. And hot. Grayscale. Interesting. Look at these dudes. Do you see how they're kind of expressive, but the anatomy is still, like, it still makes sense? Yeah, it's stylized a bit, but not too much. It still has that realistic kind of approach. What's happening here? Kinda pervy, perhaps? Look at that. Dangerous. Go further down. Oh, wow. Who this? Very interesting. In this case, I do see a lot more softer edges, especially in like the shadows a little bit, right? In like the belly here. If you look at the line work, it's a lot more gestural compared to her other work. Some facial studies here. Interesting character design art. Some lighting studies of, I forgot her name. She's from the Arcane series. Look at that. And they're studying it with just two values, right? One light, one dark. Oh, we do have like a Chainsaw Man fan art here. I think her name is Power. Oh yeah, she has an online class, or maybe she has like a mentorship, something like that. Oh, I mean, look at the anatomy. Look at the hand here. It looks freaking cool. and it looks structurally sound. Oh yeah, she can paint as well. She can render stuff to like a high level like this. Like her kind of a painting approach is very like splash art. Like it fits that kind of vibe. Now this one, I do like a bit of that. I like seeing the brush strokes a bit. What I also like is seeing a lot of like softer edges. Maybe she does use like the mixer brush or the blending tool quite a bit, or the soft brush. So I do like the back and forth kind of thing. Looks really real. Even like the nail, crazy. Some line drawings here. Go. We have like an old guy. Some studying of the hands here, or shortening perhaps. Right? Do you see the double lines? The structure of the face. The cute sort of girl here on the side. Baka. I'm sorry. Oh, maybe the one below is the reference? I'm not sure. Look at this. Right? The characters are just so freaking dynamic. Now this one has some lips. You know, there are artists out there who focus more on the opening of the mouth and not so much on the lips, but... Oh, she's hot. Anyway. Right? But you can look at how she's not relying so much on like textures with this sort of approach. Like, this is her base average kind of look. Just a simple, non-special lines. Or I'm referring to like the brushes. They're not that special, but the way she draws them, colors them, renders them. And by the way, the rendering, it's not always like a rendering thing. Oftentimes they'll just use like flats and maybe one shadow sort of layer or lighting layer. Interesting. So it's based on like this thing above. Oh yeah, I think she got married a while back. Kawaii. Congrats. Not jealous, by the way. I'm kidding. Kawaii. So we have some paintings here. Let me look at that. Like they can paint. But I do appreciate these types because I think people it's easier to understand painting than I think it is to understand like structure or anatomy. So I think like it's something I actually want to get good at, but I sometimes you know, no excuses. I need to be more like I need to follow a regimen when it comes to like these sorts of like things. Because gesture I can sort of understand, but structure is still like sometimes I still have struggle figuring out like the mannequin. There are times where I just sort of forget. Do you see how the coloring style is kept simple as well? It's all just flats, base colors. The shadows are also kind of on their own layer. Like it's a very simple way of approaching your art. But look at how you can tell the story. I mean, the expression of the cat even behind the context of the room. Her expression herself, right? She looks excited. Oh, the cup noodle. I do this a lot, where I stack the cups of noodles. And yeah. Although I don't have like a small table, I don't end up. I'm not usually in the floor. Although my bed is kind of close to the floor. Right? I like this vibe. Very sort of simple. Again, I recommend Ramon Nunez as well. They have a similar sort of approach to their work. So I'm gonna link this page in the description. Oh, look at this. Description below, and yeah, I'll see you in the. Oh, this one is the full version without the text. I like the lips, so thick. What? And I like how in the eyes it's a bit dark for the top and bottom side. It's like she looks a bit more intense that way. It could be makeup, hard to say, but yeah, she does a lot of these like these anatomical breakdowns. So I do recommend, if you can, check out her online class whenever it's like up. Or if you're interested, just check out her YouTube channel or her I'm guessing she has a Twitch. I'm not sure. Oh, what this? Oh, she has a book, Design Your Own Anime and Manga Characters Step by Step. Lessons for creating and drawing unique characters. Learn anatomy, poses, expressions, costumes, and color. 24 paperback. Look at her. Oh, no. Wow. Kinda hot. Right, you can go to like a painting, like a drawing, and some like base colors underneath. I'm guessing the white stuff is like a scar, because I know some scars they're not like red, they're like white, or they end up being, or it's either like that or a scar, or it's like a birth mark of some. Yeah, so I'm gonna end the review here. Oh, look at this. Yeah, it kind of looks like her. I think most of the ones with the beanie with the white sort of strand, I think that's supposed to represent her a little bit. Oh yeah, she has the large tablet as well. I'm kind of jelly. She has one of those Wacom types, the like 24. It's either a 24 or a 32. Yeah, she's kind of showing the example of skewing the perspective a bit, making it more dynamic. You know, one day I want to teach more. Oh, it's her, right? She's pretending to be, who's that guy? Bob something? The painter? I forgot. Yeah, Bob something. Bob Ross. I got one name right, or one part Bob. How big is this tablet, guys? What the fuck? But I bet it would be so cool to have. And not just that, it's not just the tablet, but it's also, well, like I want to have, because my laptop is only like 1920 by 1080. I want to have something that's like 4K. You know, one day. Let's not rush ourselves. Let's be humble. Let's just show up to work. And one day I'm gonna be so fucking successful that I'm gonna, oh, look at them feet. Nice feet. You know, one day I'll be like TV Choi. Right? Knock on wood. Well, no, not knock on, because when I say that, I feel like I'm canceling something out. Yeah, I'm gonna manifest it. I am TV Choi, the guy version. One day, oh, you'll see. I'll be there, right? As they're doubting me, right? Oh, look at those nice feet. Do you see how it's like really structured? She has a bit of the George Bridgman vibe in her work. You know what? Maybe I should write her name. George Bridgman. Oh, excuse me. So I'm gonna stop the review here, and I'll see you. And I'm gonna link this page in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.